Hi, reception. Welcome to today's topic lesson. Have you enjoyed learning about Chinese New Year this week? I know I have. Can you imagine if we'd been there that day on the edge of the river watching the race? Wouldn't it have been really exciting? Now, I want you to pause the video and see if you can tell your helper all the animals were in the race that day. Off you go. Oh, that was a big task, wasn't it? Did you manage to get all of them? Did you get all 13? Well done if you did. Well, reception. I've been thinking a lot about the animals, and I've been thinking a lot about how different they were. And not just, I don't mean by how they looked different, but by the way they tackled the race and the things they did in the story too. And all of those things told me a lot about what they were like on the inside. Let me show you what I mean. For example, here we have the rat. The rat came first in the race. Can you remember how he managed to win the race? What did he do? That's right. He jumped on the ox's back, didn't he? And he asked the ox, who was a really strong animal, to take him across the river. So that was quite clever of him. He was also quite ambitious. He even pushed his friend in the water so that he could win the race, didn't he? I don't think I would have done that, would you? What about this animal? Can you remember how they got across the river? That's right. The rat was quite clever. It looked around and it found things it could use to get across. So it jumped on the stepping stones and it jumped on a log. Quite a resourceful animal, using the things around it to solve a problem. Can you remember what happened to this animal in the story? That's right. The tiger had a bit of trouble because some of the water was pushing him, the currents in the water were pushing him and making it really tricky to swim across to get to the other side. But he didn't give up. He showed real determination. There was also a group of animals that showed really good teamwork skills. They worked together to build a raft to get across. Can you remember who they were? That's right. The monkey, the rooster, and the goat. They worked as a team and they solved their problem, didn't they? By listening to each other's ideas, I'd imagine. And this is one of my favourite ones from the story. The dragon. What did the dragon do in the race? That's right. He didn't fly straight over to the other side like he could have. Instead, he stopped to help some of the other animals. What a kind animal he was. So all the animals were very different on the inside. They all had quite different personalities. That word personality, do you know what that means? Pause the video and talk to your helper. Some good ideas, reception. It's quite a tricky word to explain. I'm going to have a go. So, your personality is what you are like as a person on the inside. We're all lots of different things at the same time, and we're made up of all these different things. So, for example, some of us are very funny, some of us are very shy, very brave. There are lots of words that can describe what kind of person we are. But we're also more than that. Part of who we are on the inside is also about the things we're good at or the things we like to do as well. So we're going to think about that today, okay? We're going to think about what makes us special, okay? What makes us us. So I thought I'd have a go, and I thought it'd be really fun to do it a little bit like the Chinese New Year story. So thinking about animals. Do you want to see what we do? Okay, here's my idea. I thought this would be really fun, and I bet you could do this at home. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to think about what animals represent the kind of person we are. And we're going to think about those things. We're going to think about what sort of person we are, what words describe us, things we're good at, and the things we like to do. Okay, so I'm going to have a go first. So I'm going to think about me. So I'm going to have my thinking face on. Okay, Mrs. Hutt, what kind of person are you? What kind of personality do you have? Do you know what? I've just spotted some pictures of animals that might give me some ideas. I'm going to use these to help me too. Okay. I know, as a teacher, you've got to be really good at doing lots of different things at one time and remembering lots of different things. So I think perhaps Mrs. Hutt is a little bit like an octopus. An octopus has got lots of arms, so they can do lots of different things at the same time. So in a way, I'm a little bit like an octopus. So I'm going to put that here. What else? What else? What else? Let me see. Well, do you know what? Being a teacher means you've got to be quite good at remembering lots of information because you've got lots of things you need to tell the children and teach them, but also you need to remember lots of things that are going on in one day. So, what kind of animal would that be? An animal that's quite good at remembering and doing things. I know. Dolphins are very clever animals. They can learn lots of things. So I think perhaps a little bit like a dolphin too. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. What else? Oh, I know. I've got to be really good. I'm quite good at listening to people. And part of that is being a good listener at my job too. So I need to listen to children and all their ideas and to help them learn. So I need to be good at listening. What animal would be good at listening? Maybe one with big ears. Do you know any animals that have big ears? Can you see any behind me? Oh, I heard some different ideas. That's a good idea though. A bat. Do you know what? Bats have amazing hearing. So they would be very, very good listeners, wouldn't they? Okay, what else am I? Let me think. What sort of person am I? Okay, what am I good at? What do I like to do? Oh, I know. I'm amazing at playing tag. Do you like playing tag? Oh, I love it. I love running around because I'm a really fast runner. Can you think of any animals that are really fast runners that might represent that part of my personality? Can you see any behind me? That's a good idea. A cheetah is a really, really fast runner. So maybe Mrs. Hutt's a little bit of a cheetah at the same time as well. What else about me? Oh, I know. I love I love to splash around in muddy puddles with my little girls. When it rains, we put our welly boots on, we put our waterproof clothes on, and we go splash, 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 splash in all the puddles. That's something I like to do. What animal could that be, I wonder? What animal likes water and getting all wet? What a good idea. Oh, two good ideas. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm going to choose elephant because elephants love to roll around in the water and have nice baths and splash it all around with their trunks. So maybe that's a little bit like an elephant too. So let's see what I've got here. What animals represent me? Okay, so let me tell you a little bit again about me. So I have to write some ideas down. You don't have to write these down, but I'd like to write things down so I remember what I wanted to say. Okay. So, Mrs. Hutt, I am good at doing lots of different things at the same time. So I'm quite good at multitasking. Can you see that? Hold on, let me get this position. I am very clever. And I bet lots of you could use this for yours too, because you're all very clever too. I'm very clever like a dolphin. Oh, I am good at listening to others. That's why I chose a bat, because they've got great hearing and big ears to listen really well. I'm good at listening to others. Make a little bit of room. What else makes me special? Oh, I know. I love playing tag and running really fast. What else do I like? Oh, I know. I love splashing in puddles like an elephant. So Mrs. Hutt is lots of different animals all at once. And just like you will be lots of different things all at once. And what makes you special are lots of different things. And this is a really lovely activity because there's no right or wrong answer. It's all your ideas, thinking about what makes you special. So, what I'd like you to do today is to have a go at seeing if you can pick some animals that represent parts of your personality and what you're like as a person. I want you to think about some words that describe what you're like. So, it might be things like, for example, you might be quite a shy person. Can you think of an animal that might be quite shy, or maybe might be quite a brave person? You might be friendly, kind. You might be a bit silly sometimes. You might be really funny. And there are lots of words you can pick from. But what animal would you pick to match that? And then I want you to think about things that you are good at and the things you like to do as well, and see if you can find an animal that matches that as well. And then put it all together in a lovely picture for me. And you don't have to do as many as I've done. You could perhaps pick 3 things if you want to. And help us, I've sent out some resources that you may want to use, some keywords you might want to explore at home, and then just some ideas that you might want to use too. Okay, everybody, well, have fun. I've loved talking to you today. Can't wait to see what animals you think you are. I'll see you soon. Bye now.